Alright, welcome traders to another trading session with Price Action Pros. My name's Jason G. We're looking at the S&P 500 here on Friday the 2nd of February 2018. So far, no trading for me, just because I've not been present. Take a look at the market now. Looks like the down trend continues, which started yesterday. Some decent opportunities, still good good movement, good momentum. It's not too volatile, which I like. So we're looking for some opportunities here. I'm sizing up a move here, which well, I'll explain it if I enter it actually, but at the moment I'm just keeping an eye on the market, looking for a possible point of a bottom, basically looking for some divergence, looking for a possible, time for maybe a long move quite soon. We'll see how it works out. The divergence I'm looking at mainly is on this 97 time frame we have here. So not sure if it's quite ready yet. In terms of price, looks like we're heading to this EMA at some point, maybe today, maybe the next few days, back up to the underside of it here. Actually, scratch that, we've already hit the underside of that. We broke straight through it. So we're in a downtrending market. Any long trades are going to have to be short expectation or a low expectation. You've got some sort of decent respect of the EMA 1597, more or less. Had that today. It's actually the higher time frame, the 4181 EMA. So we're just gonna monitor the market, keep an eye out for opportunity that may arise, and hopefully get involved quite soon.
filled,
All right, so we got that retracement trade there. Give it a chance for the second contract to extend further up. Still may do. Wasn't ready to quite go yet. Still decent profit there. 2.5 points on the first contract, 50.50 on the second. 3-point total, but B still probably wants to go up. He'd take a second entry here. We'll see how the MACDs show up. Scalp. Putting in a double bottom there. We've got some nice divergence here on this.
Order pending.
On this 1597 double bottom. Oh, that's not going to hold.
Order cancelled.
Quite volatile here. There's a lot of orders waiting there at that point. 27, 79, 25. Trying to see if this trend line is going to hold here. It looks like it may hold. At least a move back. Quite a lot of strength to the downside, so not convinced that it will hold. May get. What I would prefer to see is a break of the trend line and then move back into the trend line. Then I'll be interested. Right now, I mean, if it was gonna go, it would have gone by now. Doesn't look like it's gonna go. Not getting particularly strong signals off the MACDs at the moment. Gonna stand by here, watch it for a little while. Looks like we're heading to 2070. If you look at the time frame here, where I've marked out this previous support resistance area, significantly these two dailies, strong movement at least down to 2070. If we get through this trend line, we may just tumble straight down here, and it looks like we're just about through now. So MACDs are looking strong on the highest time frame. I don't like to chase price down in this sort of area, but pretty sure we're going to just tumble down 5 points. We pull back into the trend line. Good sort of long signal if we get the right setup. But now MACDs are actually tanking down here on the 97. There it is. May fall short of it. And a lot of buyers will sort of step in at that area. See how it looks, but very strong move down. We've pulled to the underside here of this trend line. Getting really volatile here. Second test of the trend line. I still think 2070 is where they want to get to, but we'll see if we can stay outside of the trend line here or get back in. gets back into the trend line, into this area here. Look like it's going to happen now. 2070 looks like a good spot. Bit too volatile for me. I operate with very tight risk, so kind of movement get me chopped out very easy. I need it to calm down a little bit, start to stabilize a bit. It's a consistent trend to the downside, so I could be looking shorts, but feel like I'm too late into the trend, coming towards the end of the trend. I'd rather look for a early turnaround, if there's gonna be one. We don't know. It's a very strong trend down, so some easy points there, but we're moving sort of 3 points in the retracement, so I'm operating with a 1.25 stop. Doesn't really accommodate me, so I'm gonna observe for now, and let's see, change momentarily. Bounce right off 2070 there. Huge order weightings there. You see the strength of the MACDs. Mountain of strength there. Back inside this trend line. I'm going to give this a punt, I think, at shallowest point.
Order filled.
Oh, I nearly got stopped out there. I probably will get stopped out. It's so volatile. If it goes, it really could go this all the way up to here. Get the first contract out at the first point of resistance right here. I haven't seen much respect to that EMA, so I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, the respect is at this EMA here. That's where the respect is. Got the potential to move a huge amount here. Taking any risks on this, but it's looking very good. Cross that zero line with strength on the 1597. It's just so volatile, you just stopped out here and not capitalize stable. Oh, very unfortunate. It was a hell of a move, that little pop. Yeah, it's too volatile for me. I can't justify giving anything back once it's just moved. 3-point move up and 3-point straight back down. So yeah, I see it building for a move up, but let it go. It's the way it is. It's highly volatile. I've got to manage my risk very tightly on this. Completely against the trend. It's probably going to be a hell of a move like I imagined, but there's no way I could take a loss once the price had moved nearly 3 points away from me. We are getting possible resistance, but we are getting some resistance off of EMA, the red EMA here, so that may hold. Might have to give it a little bit more time to develop for a better entry. A bit more information first. Yeah, just not entirely comfortable with this, but I'm gonna let it go. Stops me out. Just not comfortable with the volatility at all. Hopefully it will pop. It looks like it could well do to the upside here, really go, but my stop is so tight. Hoping that this is going to move now. Failure to continue down, maybe we should get a real extension here. And the kind of move we'll get would be easy move to the 100. Target's going to be 100. It's exciting. You never know. This could just blast off to the moon, but
Stop filled.
they're going to have a break even. The target for this is 100%. Looks like sellers are still in control, bears are still in control here. Complete failure to continue up there. Bulls might get some more control, but there is areas below this 2070. Down to 2770, right down to 2750. Double failure to go up there. is a pretty good signal that we're not ready to go up. If it doesn't want to go up, must want to go down. We're going to see, we're going to test this area 2070 again, see how price behaves here. If 2070 holds again and we get a strong move, it may channel out for a little while, may just move in between these channels here. Market's taking a breather, you know, after such a huge sell-off. I still think there's possibility. It's looking like with the space in between the EMAs, they're still looking strong to the downside. I want to see them flattening out, doing something a bit more like this, or longs. Interested in shorts because we're so far into the trend here that although it can just keep tanking, bottom can come anytime around this area here, so I'd rather get into the trade in the opposite direction early than be to a late trend. If we break this area of 2070, then we can really move here, because actually 69 below that, the next area is 2060. Area there. What I'm noticing though is very strong divergence on the higher time frame, which with a trending market like this, divergence doesn't help really, not too much, but not on the lower time frames anyway, but on the higher time frame, got more value. We do have a ton of it. 4181, you can see how even that move down just looks really weak. Expecting definite possibility of this turning to the look at the highest time frame. Much. No divergence there at all. So strong trending markets will just keep breaking the divergence. Break this area now, may as well forget divergence, because much used to. It can be on the sort of micro moves when they all line up. Got to pay attention more to price really, and support and resistance areas. Trending environment. Huge sell-off basically, so. Alright traders, so that brings the trading session to a close. Just the 3 entries for me. The short retracement trade that I took, that was 2 contracts totaling 3 points, and the two break-even trades here, looking for the early move to the upside, which didn't work out. Trades off the inside of the trend here, as you see. They were aggressive trades with aggressive management. So you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes you can't win them all, but it's what's important is ending the day in the green, in profit. And even though, you know, I left, can be feeling a sort of disappointment where you've left sort of 2-3 points behind on the table there. You know, the main thing is that they were managed well, given the market conditions, which were at this point here. You know, I'm trading against a breakdown, a massive downtrend, and also a lot of volatility in this area here. So I'm happy that I took those trades, but they didn't work out. That's how it goes sometimes. Main thing is we come out in profit. So I hope you've enjoyed it. This is the end of the recording, and yeah, we just have a look at the market here. You can see that I missed an opportunity here to, well, I wasn't present from this point onwards, so unfortunately for me, I missed the moment I was really waiting for. What I was trying to do with what I was hoping was at this point actually was at this point. So wasn't ready here, and I knew there was a lot of risk involved in this move that could fail, and unfortunately for me, I was not present for any of this. That was the one. That was the big one. You can see here with the strong move up the area, very little retracement, no retracement showing up on the 1597. Very little retracement showing up on the 610. Look at it on the highest time frame. There you can see same again, no let off on the MACDs here on the VBs, so that would have been a great counter trend move. Hope some of you captured it. Yeah, so, and I just wasn't present for the rest of it. So 3 points today, all it is, but we've had a good week. We're up in the positive. I'm going to do an end of the month review. We can look at how we've done. I do that every month. So if you've liked what you've seen, please give us a like. Remember to subscribe, and see you next week, guys. Have a great weekend.